Greetings, everybody. Admiral Neelix here. I have a crew member that's going through some changes with his bottom decks on his ship, so I'm going to go ahead and make this video, and hopefully it helps any of you who are watching as well. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm going to use my Saladin here because my Saladin has it's all maxed out, so I can use the whole bottom row on the lower decks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and erase all this. And we're going to start over from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and leave the bridge crew there. And pay attention over here to the right where it's all in the red. Attack, defense, and health. Now, I want to make that a little more efficient. But let's talk about these guys on the bridge first so we can see what we're complementing here. Alright, with the old Pike, Moreau, and Chen combination on the ship, that is for PvE battles. You're going to fight regular reds, what I call regular reds. And then you're going to switch Chen for Talon when it comes to fighting specialty reds. And that would be Swarm, Borg. I'm on the fence about the Eclipse ships with the Stella because I'm doing well with both of them. I'm slightly doing better with Chen because her abilities are slightly better than Talon's. So I would now I'm using Chen a lot more with her. All right, so we're going to switch these back. We're going to come over here, and for the purposes of this, we are not really needing to make sure Chen or Talon is in this grouping because they are not really what we're focusing on today. Today we're going to be focusing on the bottom row. I'm going to show you how to balance it out here, or at least how I do it, and then show you how I balance it out for another ship that doesn't have a complete set of seats down there on that lower deck. Okay, so attack, defense, and health. I want to raise those numbers. I want to balance them out. I want to reach at least 300% on the bonus part there on the end, and that's of course over here on the right of the screen. So on the left of the screen here, towards the bottom, I'm going to hit strength, and I'm going to go to attack. My first officer that's lined up for the attack is Gorkon here. And I want to show you something as to what we're paying attention to on how we're helping these things. Gorkon here, excuse me, has a pretty high attack. Okay, he has a pretty high attack rate, and so he's going to be really good for placing on these seats. Chang here is second in line. As you see, his attack is pretty good too. It's in the 2000s. Defense and health not so much, but you'll start noticing these numbers here are starting to show in the green on the right there. All right, so I'm going to place Gorkon there, and I have 300% reach there. I have 270 on the two bottom rows on defense and health. So let's work on that. Let's switch attack to defense, and I'm going to put old Kirk there because his defense is in the 3000s, right? For the purposes of this video also, we're not going to pay attention to their abilities because when it comes to the lower deck, their abilities really have nothing to do with anything. We're paying attention to their attack, defense, and health numbers only. Spock, he's also really good at defense as well. As you see, he's in the 3000. His attack and health aren't all that great, but he does good with defense, so we're placing him there. Now, that is at 3000. And the health part can use a little help there. So let's move defense onto health. Now people are asking me, why the triple? Let me show you this. 3000 health. That's quite the boost there, you know. That's a pretty good guy right there to have. So we're going to move him in that spot. We're at 300 there. All right, well, now I can raise these numbers a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use Nero because his health is at 2500, so we're moving him there. Now who to put at the end? All right, here's where it gets a little tricky. All right, over here at Shavarnik, she's got some health, right? A little attack, a little defense. I'm gonna look over here at Khan. All right, he's got some attack and health. And where do I need that help? Attack, right, and health there. So I'm gonna use Khan, and now we're balanced. Look at this; they're all in the 11,000s. You got slightly more defense and health there. Now in my original video about this, I was preaching really to use the health a lot more, but when they're balanced like this, that's not bad. That's going to hold up quite a bit. I'm able to kill, and of course, with the level that I am and the strength that the ship is and all, I'm able to kill level 39 warships pretty close to the 100 mark. My dailies call for me to hit 25 Romulan at level 39, 25 Klingon at level 39, and of course I skip the Federation because when I do the other two, it clears up what I need for the Federation. So at 25 and 25, when I leave at 50 ships, that area, and go repair my ship so I can go on and do the swarm part, I still have just over half a hull left. So that's telling me I should be able to hit around the 100 mark. Okay? Now, I'm going to confirm this. Okay? We are going to swap the ship. My Burrell and my Enterprise do not have a full bottom row. I am not maxed yet. So let's take a look at the assigned officers. As you will see here, I only have 3 seats available on the bottom deck. Look at my numbers over here, 300, 300, and 270. I want to be able to raise that health a little bit. But look at my guys here. I only have 3 to move around. So no matter where I move these guys, they are going to remain the same because they are open in that seat. So what do? I come back. I go back to my Saladin. Whatever ship you have that has a complete bottom row or more seats on the bottom row, let's try this, okay? Let's go to assign ship, assign officers. I'm going to move my Tribble where Kang is. Or Chang. Not Kang. Chang. I'm going to move him here. Now you'll notice here on the right, my attack, defense, and health, they did not change whatsoever. Moving these people down here on the bottom in any order that you want them to be will not change that order. However, let's confirm this. And let's go swap ship. Let's go back to the Burrell. And assign officers. Now look at here. 300 on each one. I made it more efficient. My defense is slightly higher, but my attack and health are pretty even. They're pretty balanced. That's a close balance right there. I'm okay with that. Okay? And that's because I moved my little furball here over to the middle of the 3 available seats. Now, it's a little trickier when you have a brand new ship that doesn't really have that many seats on the bottom. But I'm okay with it, I guess. Let's go to Enterprise. I only have 2 available. Those numbers there, they're a little shabby. That strength on the ship, okay? Some people rely on that more than anything else. And it's okay for some circumstances. But in the long run, as I say in my Trust Your Crew video, trust your crew. Alright? If I set these guys up, let's go ahead and remove these. And I'm going to go all out strength. Okay? So I'm going to come here. Let me see who's here. I'm going to put Uhura. I'm going to put Bones. I'm going to put this guy. Look at that. I'm at 2 million with this ship. Attack, defense, and health. I'm in the red over here. I went down a little bit. It looks good on paper. But what are their abilities going to do against reds? I say that because I'm mostly a PvE player. This would work okay in maybe battling some other ship that may be in or around or equal to what your level is. But that's not always the case. You're going to get some whales out there with ships that are way higher than that. And are you going to do some damage? Maybe. You might do some damage if you have the correct crew up here. Like, let's go ahead and let's try this. Let's go ahead and set up the Yuki one. I'm going to put her in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and group her with Marcus. And let's come over. Oh, boy. Where is she at? I'm looking. You know what? I got to learn to remember that they put the name on here. That way the search isn't so long. Here we are. Shavarnik. Let's go ahead and put her there. If I'm going to go battle a battleship, this may not be too bad, but I mean, I don't have the support of that bottom deck. I really don't. I'm going to have to really move these guys around. But remember, their abilities don't mean anything. They don't have abilities down there on the bottom deck. They have attack, defense, and health. So that's not really going to help. Let's confirm this. I want to go and I want to check here on my Burrell. I got a little bit here. just help, not too bad. I'm at 1.840. We're going to come here. We're going to go back to Saladin, which is my full bottom deck. And see the numbers, they're not really changing all that much. Yeah, I have 300% on there. I got a decent balance on there. Let's see, I want to try something here. Let's go ahead and let's put Uhura where Khan is. There. That would probably be a little suited for my attack, defense, and health. But that's not what I want to do. I'm mostly PvE, learning PvP. Because I'm mostly a farmer on this game, and I don't mind that. We each play this game for the purposes that we play it. There should be no shame in that, right? Let me see. I'm going to assign officers. I'm going to put them back. I'm going to put back who I had. Because I'm going to forget. And then when I go play the game, I'm going to forget that I switched them. Right? Okay, I'm going to put Khan back here. And then I'm going to look for Moreau. Put her in the center seat so I can find Marcus faster. Or not Marcus, Pike. Group Pike here. And switch. Alright. So my numbers are balanced again. Alright. This is a practice that you should use when filling up your lower decks. Don't rely only on the strength of the ship and filling up your seats with all strength people, because their abilities aren't going to be able to do all that much. You pick these characters for their abilities. Okay? You pick these characters for their abilities, on what they can do for you, whether it's PvP or PvE. The lower decks are going to fill up the attack, defense, and health. That's the meat of the ship right there. Yeah, I can get this ship a little stronger, but it's not going to really help. If I'm fighting Swarm, if I'm fighting Borg, and I have Chen there, she's not going to fight off those weapons as much as Talon would. All right, that's her ability. That's the crew you're trusting for their ability. That's your bridge crew. Your bottom row is what gives the ship its oomph, its go, So work more on that. All right, now let me see. Cancel this. I want to confirm the crew. Okay. Let me see what else. Now, here on refits, this is a question more for people who have a little more experience with these. I'm gonna come down here to the weapons part. I don't have that many unlocked as you see here. I have the default. I have the fusion beam. I have the photon pulse. Photon pulse being the rare of the two. I would imagine that it's going to be, that it's going to add a little something to my weaponry. Which one of these is the better? That's going to be my question to any of you who are asking. Does it get better the more rare it is? If there's an epic or what have you, let me know. Let me know in comments. Of course, if there's anything that I might have made a mistake on, correct me in comments. I don't mind being corrected. Just don't be a dick about it, please. In text, that's really easy to mistake. You know what I mean? Some people don't get it. Let's see. Okay. Now, just to touch on where I'm at here real quick. Your crew, you come on over to officers. You take a look at them. I like to put them in group. That way I can see who's who belongs with who will give each other synergy, or what types are to go. All right. Placing them on your ship, just read through here. Just go through each one. See what their ability is. Leslie here, for instance. He's part of the Shakedown crew. And he, I like the way they spelled Shakedown Cruise here down on the bottom. I think we just found a typo. Isn't that supposed to be CREWS? Okay, so Leslie here, he helps Kirk and Spock when it comes to Eclipse armadas. He is a trainer, battleship. The Stella is a battleship, so he helps with that. That's his ability. So when you're using him on crew to go fight your Stella armadas, or Stellar armadas, as I've seen it read before, that it's going to take away the some of the strength of the ship itself, but it's going to give the ship the ability to take down those armadas. All right. That's just lightly what I wanted to touch on. All right, so here we go. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please ask in comments. I will answer them as best as I can. Because, even though I'm at 38, I kind of rushed to get there, but I'm still learning the game. They keep adding new stuff, so I'm still learning the game. So all of us are. Share the link with a friend that might need some advice. Take a look through my playlist. See if there's something I might have touched on already that might help you with your game. I hope it does help. So that's it for now. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. And until next time, have fun and take care.